Exotic Tiki Island Podcast, show number 17.
Aloha and welcome to the Exotic Tiki Island Podcast with your host, Tiki-Brian.
Aloha and welcome to the Exotic Tiki Island Podcast. I'm Tiki-Brian, and I will be your personal guide as we travel back in time to a South Seas paradise called Exotic Tiki Island, while you listen to vintage Hawaiian, exotica, and island-related music from my vintage record collection. In this show, we will visit a headhunter's village at the foot of the Virgin Volcano and the Bamboo Bar. Before we get started, I wanted to welcome all of you new listeners to the show. Over the past several episodes, I've received a substantial increase in the amount of downloads, and thanks to you, each new episode is getting more hits and downloads than the last. So, a huge mahalo goes out to all of you new listeners of the show. I would also like to send out a huge mahalo to listener Glenn Felt from Sweden. Glenn made a very generous donation to the podcast to help with the expenses of keeping the show going. I asked Glenn if he had any special music requests for the show, and he said that he really enjoyed show number 4, where we took a boat ride down the Rivers of Adventure. He liked the way I incorporated Walt Disney's classic Jungle Cruise ride attraction with exotica music, and especially loved the attraction narration by the one and only Thurl Ravencroft. Glenn wanted to know if I could incorporate more classic Disney ride narration into a future show. Well, Glenn, you'll be happy to hear I'm working on an upcoming show that will indeed include more Disney attractions and narration. Again, mahalo for your donation to the show, and if any of you other listeners would like to make a donation to help out and pay for the expenses, you can go over to the official website and click on the donation button. Even a $5 donation can help out a lot. If you'd like to make a donation, you can visit www.exotictikiisland.com. Okay, let's get on with the show. Is everybody ready to travel back in time? Great. The only thing we're waiting for is Captain Scotty B. I'm not sure where he is. He usually escorts us to the island via plane, boat, or even some other unusual way to travel to the island. I don't quite understand why he's not here. He's never late, so this makes me a bit worried. Let me see if I can contact him on the radio and find out what's going on. This is Tiki-Brian calling Captain Scotty B. Scotty B, come in, Scotty B. Do you read me?
I hear you, Tiki-Brian. I'm still at Island Base on Exotic Tiki Island. We have a situation here. Over?
What's going on? Over?
The Virgin Volcano has had several large explosions throughout the night, and the island headhunters are going crazy with fear. They believe the Virgin Volcano fire goddess is furious with them and is threatening to burn down their village with hot, molten lava unless they provide her with a human sacrifice. The situation here is very tense. I don't think you should come to the island until everything has been resolved. Over?
Listen very carefully. Make sure everyone on the island stays indoors. I'll figure out a...
Tiki-Brian, the headhunters are right outside our door. I don't know if we can hold them back. Look out, man. They're coming through the window. Watch out. Hey, put me down. Tiki-Brian, help. Help. They're taking me away. Tiki-Brian.
Scotty B! Scotty B, come in. Do you read me? Scotty B, do you read me? This is not good. I've got to get to the island and help them. Who wants to go with me? It's going to be very dangerous, but I sure could use all of your help. Who's up for it? Wow, all of you? That's great. Without the captain, we don't have a way to get to the island, but wait a minute. I remember in a previous show, we surfed our way to Exotic Tiki Island. The waves are big enough for us to do it again, so let's grab a surfboard and let's ride the waves to Exotic Tiki Island. We are approaching exotic Tiki Island, and if you look over towards the upper west side, you can see the virgin volcano. Steam is shooting out of the top, and molten lava has started to come down the side of the volcano. This is not good. We should surf over to Island Base just off the main beach to find out what's going on. Let's go. We have arrived at Island Base, located just off the main beach. I have to find out what happened to Captain Scotty B. Oh no! It appears the headhunters took him back to their village. This means they plan to sacrifice him to the volcano fire goddess tonight in order to appease her and stop the eruption. We've got to save him before it's too late. Let me think for a minute. Okay, listen up everyone. I've got a plan, but I'm going to need the help of each and every one of you in order to make this work. The first thing we need to do is travel up to the headhunters' village at the base of the volcano. I will need each and every one of you to take a package of fireworks from this supply chest and bring them with you. I'm going to bring this Tiki God mask along too. I'll explain what we'll do when we get there. I only hope it's not too late.
The Exotic Tiki Island Podcast will return after these important messages.
Explorers have risked their lives to travel deep into the jungles and found an online store called backyardvolcano.com. They offer unique tiki decor, including tiki mugs, tiki statues, tiki products for your hot rod, and even affordable tropical jewelry. But what amazed our explorers as much as it will amaze you are the shrunken heads. Each head is handcrafted by actual natives in the jungles of Ecuador and will look great in your tiki bar, in your hot rod, or just around your house. The explorers have already done the hard part and discovered backyardvolcano.com. All you have to do is choose your must-have tiki products. Visit their website today, www.backyardvolcano.com.
It's Pipeline Pete, Street's fruity ice treat. Just tear off the top, squeeze, and eat. It's in 4 flavors. Pipeline Pete from Streets.
You're listening to Tiki-Brian and the Exotic Tiki Island Podcast.
Let's continue our journey and hike up to the headhunters' village by going through the deep, dark jungle. Stay close together. This is a very dangerous situation, and the headhunters are not in a happy mood. Let's go.
chango, chango de la selva. El chango, chango de la selva. El chango de la selva ya se va.
Stop right here, everyone. The Headhunters' village is just around the next bend. We must not let them know we're here. Let's slowly move closer and be aware of falling rock and lava from the volcano. I see the Headhunters' village just up ahead. And look, over there, I can see Captain Scotty B. The Headhunters have him tied up to that palm tree. They must be getting ready to sacrifice him to the volcano. We've got to save him. But the timing has to be perfect, and everyone must be in position. Here's what we're going to do. I need all of you to slowly surround the Headhunters and stay within throwing distance of the fire pit in the center of the village where they're all gathered. The Headhunters are doing their sacrificial dance ritual, so now is the time to move into position. Let's do it. It looks like all of you are in position. When I give the word, I need each and every one of you to stand up and throw your fireworks into the fire pit. Now, I'm hoping this will create a sound and light show that to them, only a tiki god could be capable of. Then, I'll place my tiki god mask over my face and walk into the village and approach the headhunters. They will see me and think that a tiki god is actually standing before them. I will command them to release the prisoner, and in turn, I will stop the virgin volcano from erupting by playing exotica music. Trust me, it'll work. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Toss those fireworks into the fire. So far, so good. Okay, I'm going to put on this tiki mask and walk up to the headhunters. Here I go. Pulo si bagumba. Pulo si bagumba. Pulo si bagumba. If you release the prisoners now, I will stop the virgin volcano from erupting and destroying your village with hot molten lava.
Tiki Brian, what did they say?
Captain Scotty B, you are a very lucky man. They said they will honor my command and release you at once.
Thanks, Tiki Brian. For a minute there, I thought I was a goner. What are we going to do now?
Now I will keep up my end of the bargain and play exotica music, and in turn, it will calm the virgin volcano and restore peace to the headhunters and exotic Tiki Island. Captain, while the music's playing, I want you to escort everyone to safety. Take them to the bamboo bar, and I'll meet up with you after the music is finished.
Sounds like a plan, Tiki Brian. Okay, everyone, let's head off to the bamboo bar. Here we go.
come away. Valley high will whisper at the wind of the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, come to me. Có nỗi ăn cõi đau, có nỗi ăn cõi vào. Mà thế mà valley high, if you try, you'll find me where the sky meet the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, come to me. Valley high, valley high, valley high.
Stay right there, people. The Exotic Tiki Island Podcast will return right after this important message.
I'm Bonita Banana, and I'm here to say you should eat bananas every single day. They're calorie low and their vitality high. For energy and flavor, they're your very best buy. You can put them in a salad. You can put them in a pie. Any way you want to eat them. It's impossible to beat them. Oh, take it from Bonita, you will love bananas any way you try them. And they'll supply you with nutrition. So hurry now and buy them.
Jungle Deep. After you Exotic Tiki Island Podcast listeners have visited the beaches and enjoyed the Bamboo Bar, Exotic Orchid Cove, and Hurricane Hut Lounge, you will want to explore deeper into the tropical interior with the Jungle Deep Podcast. Hello, this is Dr. Jones. At JungleDeep.com, we explore the tropical lifestyle. with biologists, zoologists, botanists, and conservationists as they talk with me about the marvels of the tropical rainforest and how we might save them from extinction. If you love nature and her creatures like I do, join us on the podcast at jungledeep.com.
We now return to exotic Tiki Island.
Hey everybody, we have arrived at the Bamboo Bar. Let's go inside, have a drink, and wait for Tiki-Brian. Everybody, here comes Tiki-Brian. Mahalo for saving me, buddy. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
It was my pleasure, Captain Scotty B. I couldn't have done it without the help of all of our Tiki friends. At this time, I would like to lift up my Tiki mug and make a toast to everyone in helping me save Captain Scotty B and exotic Tiki Island. A big mahalo goes out to each and every one of you.
They've got the beat, all that jungle beat. They've got the beat in their feet. And the natives, oh yes, the natives are restless tonight. They hear those drums rumble, those jungle drums. They hear the drums, the jungle drums. And the natives, oh yes, the natives are restless tonight. First they start to clap their hands. Resist that rhythm, nobody can. When that drummer takes a stand, tonight I'm gonna be a primitive man. I hear the call, the wild, hear the call, the wild, and go wild, cause the natives, oh yes, the natives are restless tonight. the beat, beat, beat of the jungle beat. They've got the beat in their feet. And the natives, oh yes, the natives are restless tonight. They hear the drums, 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 all those jungle drums. They hear the drums, the jungle drums. And the natives, oh yes, the natives are restless tonight. First they start to clap their hands. Resist that rhythm, nobody can. When that drummer takes a stand, tonight I'm gonna be a primitive man. I hear the call, 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 the wild, wild, wild. Hear the call of the wild, and go wild, wild. Cause the natives, oh yes, the natives are restless tonight. Yes, those natives, the natives are restless tonight.
Sadly, everyone, it's getting pretty late, so we better head back to the main beach and prepare for our voyage home. Let's go.
Down Hawaii way, by the moonlit bay, when I lingered a while, she stole my heart away.
Yakka-hula-hicka-doo-la, yakka-hula-hicka-doo.
I'm coming back to you, my hula-loo. Beside the sea in Waikiki you'll play for me, and once again you'll sway my heart your way with your yaki hula hickey doodle tune.
We are now back at the main beach, and Scotty B and his crew are preparing a sailboat to take you to the present day and time. I want to thank you all again for helping me save the island and Scotty B. We'll see you next time on Exotic Tiki Island. Thanks for listening. Hey, Scotty B, why don't you help me say goodbye?
Aloha!
Drums of the island, you're beating in my heart. You're with me no matter where I roam. If ever I wonder, if ever we're apart, I know that you will lead me home. If I should journey across the deep blue sea, I'll never forget these coral shores. Drums of the islands, I hear you calling me, and I'll return forever yours. I love each valley, each grain of sand, each hill, the flowers, the music of the isle. These are the things that I love and always will, though I may roam 10,000 miles. Drums of the islands, you're beating in my heart. You're with me no matter where I roam. If ever I wonder, if ever we're apart, I know that you will lead me home. Drums of the islands, you're beating in my heart. You're with me no matter where I roam. If ever I wonder, if ever we're apart, I know that you will lead me home. Drums of the island, you're beating in my heart. You're with me no matter where I roam. If ever I wonder, if ever we're apart, I know that you will lead me home. I know that you will lead me home.